everyone, and welcome to GGF Fresh. I am Ronnie Brown, your host as always. Last week, we saw a new champion crown, not once, but twice. The GGF Global Championship changed hands as the Extreme Trooper in an Extreme Rules match took it to Hal Oregon and took his title away from him. We also crowned brand new Tag Team Champions as Jumbo Exhibit and Brimstone took down the Grunge. Tonight is a special two-part episode of GGF Fresh as we will be crowning a new Euro Champion. Tonight is night one of the tournament. Tomorrow will be night two. So, without any more delay, let's get down to ringside for our first matchup of the night.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 267 pounds, Evan Green. And his opponent from the Virgin Islands, weighing in at 246 pounds, Jack Nolan.
And here we go with a first round matchup in our Euro Championship tournament. We have newcomer Jack Nolan coming in right off the boat to face Emerald Evan Green. We haven't seen Emerald Green in a few weeks. He was last seen in the GGF Rumble, where he had a very impressive performance, and he's looking to capitalize off that and become the first ever GGF Euro Champion. Starting it off big with a big bulldog there from the corner. Jack Nolan, he's a little sneaky. He's a little bit unpredictable. He's got a lot of ways he can hurt you, and the one that will hurt the most is the one you don't see coming. Emerald Green, a veteran of the squared circle, has a lot of ways to put you down. There's a lot of different maneuvers from a lot of different positions. He can hit just about any maneuver from just about any situation. So you always have to keep your eyes peeled on what he could be doing. It's Jack Nolan coming from the top, flying with a double axe handle, but obviously he is not one for flying because that axe handle was off. The delivery there, and what is Emerald Green going for here? A huge catapult into the middle rope, slingshotting that throat. Emerald Green going to work on the face region, and a fist drop. A lot of work with that fist here by Emerald Evan Green. Going up to the top rope. All of our competitors are willing to go up high for the wins. Could this be a W after a big flying clothesline from Emerald Evan Green? Each competitor in GGF more than willing to go to the top rope in order to win a match, and we've seen that week in and week out. And here's Jack Nolan with a crossface-like maneuver with the knee in the back. Emerald Green, known for having bad ribs, they are not taped tonight. We might need to get that jaw taped and wired shut as Nolan will win. Referee not paying attention, not seeing the hand grabbing the ropes, and Jack Nolan will move on to face the winner of our next matchup. Fresh in off the boat, Jack Nolan with a sneaky victory here. We'll have to see if his luck, his good fortune will continue as he faces the winner of our next matchup.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 339 pounds, Peter! And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 228 pounds, Jonathan Eaton.
Here we go. Second match of day one of night one here for the Euro Championship tournament. Will go on to fight for the championship next week at GrappleRama. Big Petrol here, firing in all of the strikes on Jonathan Eaton. Jonathan Eaton with a takedown, trying to get the big man off his feet. That's a good idea there. Jonathan Eaton notably coming alone here for this important matchup. Clearly he is not impressed with how the blocks thus far, as they were eliminated from the tag team title tournament. Jonathan Eaton cannot be impressed with that crossbody, as he has an entire 6'11" frame of Petrol and cannot hit a single piece of him coming off that top rope. Petrol was able to take advantage for a moment there. Was able to drop a big elbow, but following up on that, Eaton was able to get control for a slight bit here. Petrol has to be the favorite in this matchup, not only because of his size, his strength, his power, his ferociousness, but also with his decorated title history. Has won many championships in many different companies. Jonathan Eaton not known for championship history. There's very few titles to his record, but is looking to change that here. As the two men are fighting on the outside. We've seen in previous tournaments how fighting on the outside can get you counted out. Famously, Brimstone and Jumbo Exhibit moved on to the tag team title tournament by knocking Red Dummy out, pretty much out cold on the outside, and waited and allowed for a countout to happen. And obviously these two men too proud, too strong to let that happen. And Petrol looking for the big boot there after follow-up snake eyes, but the luck was not in the dice for him on that boot. Jonathan Eaton's got to be fighting from below here, as Petrol lands a big headbutt. And a big knee strike. That is going to be his game plan with each matchup, is he's going to hit big strikes and he's going to try and set people up for that big power bomb. You got to watch for the big running boot as well, as that can hit you from at any moment. You can be brought down by that big boot from Petrol. But Jonathan Eaton, no stranger to power bombs. He hits one himself. Could this be it? Petrol kicking on it too. He's not put down by many power bombs, but he knows how to get himself out. And a super kick there. Petrol has got to kick out here. We've seen rope breaks are not always taken by the referees. And he'll get a kick out there at 2 3/4. Submission here. Fujiwara armbar. Petrol so close to the ropes, but so far away at the same time. And no submission there for Jonathan Eaton. Maybe he wants to put in a little bit more punishment, but no. Petrol with a big forearm. Showboating, that could have been a mistake, and a big drop kick sends him down to the floor. Jonathan Eaton wants to be taken seriously. He wants Have the Block to be taken seriously. He does not want that kind of tomfoolery in this company. Petrol showing that there can be attitude as well as professionalism, but maybe not the right time to showcase that. Standing on the apron. Both men will try to work their way back inside. Eaton allowing Petrol inside the ring. And that might have backfired as Big Petrol looking for some right hands. Will hit one and take him down. The bottom corner. Big punch. Another one. A third. And a big uppercut sends him into the corner again. And here goes those big vicious knees. Into the corner. Nowhere for Eaton to go. Petrol knows it. He'll lift him up here with a big, to send him back down to the canvas with an axe handle. A flurry of offense here. Petrol gaining steam here. And this is a truck you do not want to be on the road for when it comes barreling down on you. But Eaton being scrappy and fighting back, but Petrol just too big, too strong, too fast at this moment. Hits him with a big gut wrench suplex. And Petrol with a nerve grip. And could this be all? Could this paralyze Eaton, being unable to move on in this tournament? But no. He's able to fight out. And shot block that leg. But not too much too soon as a big clothesline sends him down, and Petrol looking, sizing him up for a jackknife. Eaton knew it was coming, but still, Petrol gets his hands on him, lifts him up. Eaton fighting back. Could this be all? Neck breaker. Soccer ball kick. Oh no. And all that steam, all that gas has been left out of the tank as Petrol drives the elbow down. 7 feet up, 7 feet down. Elbow dropped on the heart of Jonathan Eaton, but that heart has a little bit more fight in the tank. And a super kick. Petrol, is he gonna kick out this time? Yes, he will. Petrol kicking out. Eaton, what could he be going for here? What else does he have in the arsenal? Another super kick. That's got to be it. 3 super kicks from Jonathan Eaton to take down the big Petrol. And that will be it. Have the Block will move into the main event. Petrol taken down by not 1, not 2, but 3 super kicks. And Have the Block will move on to face Jack Nolan. And what could be going on here? Petrol showing some respect. Petrol showing some respect to Have the Block. Could we have a new member of Have the Block potentially? As we will be getting to our main event match here. Jack Nolan to take on Jonathan Eaton.
And his opponent from the Virgin Islands, weighing in at 246 pounds, Jack Nolan.
Here we go. The final match of night one. One of these two men will move on to GrappleRama to become the inaugural GGF Euro Champion. Jack Nolan defeating Emerald Evan Green earlier tonight. Moments ago, Jonathan Eaton defeated Petrol with 3 super kicks, trying to show that Have to Block is here for serious reasons and is here to win championships and make an impact. And Jonathan Eaton trying to showcase that, as Have to Block had a very unfortunate scene in the tag title tournament as they were eliminated due to referee incompetence, was their words. And Jack Nolan, in his last match with Emerald Evan Green, was a beneficiary of that, quote, incompetence, as Emerald Evan Green got his hand on the rope at the count of 1 to our cameras, but the referee did not notice it and still counted to 3. So that is how Jack Nolan made it here to the final match of night one. And Jonathan Eaton here has got to be working from below, as not only is Jack Nolan a very strong competitor, but he also is the fresher competitor. Jonathan Eaton has just gone through a battle with Petrol, and you have got to be looking worse for wear after any kind of match with that gentleman. With that big truck man, you've got to be in worse shape afterwards. And this is only minutes after that match, so he's got to be feeling it. Smart move there, sending Jack to the other side of the outside area and taking a rest in the ring, taking every moment he can to get back anything he can. And you see it there, it's paying off as he was able to reverse that, get back on top, and fire in those shots. Jack Nolan sending him up to the top rope. What can we be seeing here? 2 right hands sends him all the way down to the floor. Could Jack Nolan be punching his boat ticket all the way? What could we be looking for here? Telling him to get up. What could be happening here? What could he be going for? Big axe handle off the top, all the way to the floor. And the punishment continues. Jack Nolan back and forth action here, dropping a neck breaker on Jonathan Eaton. These two men fighting with everything they can. They're going to do whatever it takes to become the first GGF Euro Champion at GrappleRama. And we're seeing it here, attacking on the outside. Does not matter where they are in the arena, but they do have to be aware of the count, because if both men are counted out, nobody goes to the biggest show in GGF history to become the inaugural champion. Jack Nolan might be content here with taking the count out victory, but he will not, as the referee was just about to count to 8. Now that count will restart. Jack Nolan lifts him up with a powerbomb lift. No! On the barricade! Those are steel covered in cloth. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that. How is Jonathan Eaton getting up? I can't believe what I just saw. Jonathan Eaton getting up after that vicious powerbomb onto the apron, or onto the barricade. So shocking. I can't even keep my words straight at this point. Jack Nolan continuing trying. Oh, boot after boot. And uh-oh, could we be looking at it here? The Pirates' treasure. No! Eaton has it scouted. Went for a super kick, but that was blocked by a punch to the ribs. Uh-oh, forearm, upper hand strike. Another punch sends him down. Those super kicks came up plenty in the last match. It took 3 to take down Petrol. Could we be seeing Jack Nolan go down to a super kick here shortly? Eaton can get back to a top position, but Jack Nolan fighting out of that Fujiwara armbar. Would like to have hit the Pirates' treasure, but Eaton too smart for that. Such a studied opponent, a studied competitor. Knows exactly what opponents are going to do at times. Just like that. Went for the chop, missed. Super kick, missed. Shoulder block down. The punches fired, a neck breaker. Rapid fire, fist to the face. Jack Nolan. Leg trip here. Uh-oh, could we see another super kick? He's went for it twice. Third time's a charm. Cover here. And the referee sees the rope break. Eaton has got to be furious with himself. He's got to be furious with the ref. And he's mostly furious at Jack Nolan as he hits another super kick. 1, 2. Oh no! 2.9. Jack Nolan kicks out at 2.9. Jonathan Eaton thought he had it all wrapped up. Went for that power bomb, went for a crucifix. That's not in his game plan. Jack Nolan sees it. He's able to escape. 1, 2, 3, a boot of his own, and Jack Nolan will move on to GrappleRama with a chance to become the GGF Euro Champion. And it was a battle of the kicks tonight as Jonathan Eaton hit 2 super kicks, but neither one was able to keep the Pirate down. And here was the finish of the match. Went for a crucifix bomb. Jack Nolan responded with a boot to the jaw. And that is your night 1 winner, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Nolan punched his ticket. Is going to take that ship and try and become a champion. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for GGF Euro Tournament Night 1. Join us tomorrow night for Night 2. As always, I have been Ryan Brown, your host, and we will see you tomorrow night.